Can I change what I'm streaming? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, and this music's real loud for me. Real loud. Real loud. Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, it's not gonna let me change. Can I exit stream, access again from the end. I'm so confused, boy. I'm done. Stream settings. No, I don't got it. It's fine. Boys! Fucking Ludwig, man. Love him. I know it's not a song, but it's just most of his music I got. It's from him. Let's see, what's a good one? This might be the one for the channel, boys. But I knock something over. Probably need my ring light anyways, right? No, I'm fine. I don't need light. Hey, yeah. Where's my shit? I can't. Where's my Genjutsu? Nothing happened. I don't want to play getting over it. I really don't. Thank you. Watching videos before bed. Watching funny videos before bed. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. And let's try to reach 1,000 subscribers. Wanna watch me stream? Come watch me when I'm live right here on YouTube. Aches on YouTube. Cheesy, right? I was just reading my description. But no, for real. Let's try to reach that 1,000. Not gaming. Let's just do people and blogs, entertainment. Custom thumbnail. I think I know where a good one is. It's not there. What do I do if it's not there? I'm looking for this shit, but it's not there. I mean, that's the thumbnail. It's not the thumbnail I thought it was. Oops. Ow. We got it, boys. We got it. No worries. What does this sound like? Okay, we're gonna see how loud I am in comparison to the music now. Okay, we're gonna see how loud I am in comparison to the music now. So now I'm talking. Now I'm playing the music and I'm talking. Now I'm playing the music and I'm talking. You know, that's probably really annoying and embarrassing, but I really don't care. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like being overpowered by music right now, cause it's overpowering me and my headphones. Jaws. But alright, welcome to the late night stream. So really, I'm not doing much. I'm just gonna be watching funny videos and hopefully you enjoy it. We're just gonna be chilling out before bed. Yeah. Maybe I should get this ring light up in here. But it's dirty in my room. Y'all need to see nothing. I can take it off night mode or something. Bring up a white screen. Boom. Boom, hold on. I got this. Nope. Bitches. Can I zoom in at least? I need like a white screen, homie. These are all small. What is it? What is it? Don't tell me. That works. Look at that. White screen on the side. Boom. Now I have my own light. That's all I cared about. That right there. Now, chat. Pop out chat. Now that chat is popped out, I close this. And I won't miss a thing. Now go to YouTube. Let's farm YouTube videos. What do we want to watch, boys? What do we want to watch? Man, I know it says I'm watching funny videos. I could change it from funny, but like, top 10. Let's just search up top 10 videos. Right. Let's check out Most Amazing. Okay, we're gonna check out the YouTube channel Most Amazing. We're gonna watch the video Top 10 Dark Secrets Not Even the FBI Can Solve. We're gonna check out the channel Most Amazing Top 10, and we're gonna react to the top 10 secrets. This is how it's gonna go. Oh god. Okay. That's how tired. I'm tired. No more fizzy candy. Fizzy candy in this. No more fizzy candy. No more. No. Good thing I went for the fizzy candy, because now I just looked at my streaming thing. I'm not even recording. Have you guys ever had the little soda cans? They fizz in your mouth when you eat them. Really good. Alright. Start recording. Let's go. Alrighty, so today we're going to be reacting to the Most Amazing Top 10 YouTube channel. We're going to be reacting to the top 10 dark secrets not even that the FBI can solve. So, let's get into it. I butchered it, but you know, I kind of like that. You know. Let's get into it.
Unfortunately, there are some things that are destined to stay a mystery, and that is what this video is about. From unexplainable disappearances to unsolved mysteries, we are getting a little bit spooky today. In no particular order, here are the top 10 dark secrets not even the FBI can solve. Starting off at our number 10 spot, we have the Long Island serial killer. Also known as the Craigslist Ripper, the LISK
Craigslist Ripper
was believed to have taken the lives of 10 to 16 people over the last 20 years. The victims so far that are
10
known
to
have been
16.
sex workers who used Craigslist to advertise their work. After the disappearance
That's why I don't
of
fuck with
Shannon
Craigslist.
Gilbert,
That's
police were
always
searching
been
an
the
area along
weirdest.
the Ocean Parkway, and that is when they began to discover
Was
the
taught
remains
not.
of the victims.
I don't know about you guys, but I was always taught not to fuck with Craigslist. Sketchy, sketchy, no, gone, never go on it, bye. Yeah, it could be useful. Always told no. I was always told no. That and eBay. eBay was for people that scam you, and I guess the same for Craigslist, but the scamming on Craigslist I was always taught was stuff you don't want to find out. You'll lose kidney. You don't want to scam to your kidney. No. I didn't think so. I wasn't gonna bring up the obvious and stuff like that, no.
The first 4 were found in December of 2010, with another 6 being found in March and April of 2011. As of December 2015, the
Here, I need to change the... Well, let me will it. There we go. Edit. Watching videos before bed. The tags are like funny and all that. Let's go. That's what's up. That's what's up. Alright, close that back down. Close that back. Let's go.
FBI is now officially involved in the investigation. There has been a suspect
They better be.
in the case, but any formal charges have not been laid in terms of these crimes. The most recent evidence in regards to the case was a belt found at the scene of the crime, which may potentially belong to the killer. At the same time, it was announced that new scientific evidence was being
I don't like
used
the
in
word
the
potentially.
investigation, but these announcements came just last year, so we have yet to receive any further updates. Hopefully, this case is solved quickly so that the family of the victims can receive justice and this terrible person is off the streets for good. In our number 9 spot today, we have The Watcher. In the summer of 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus had just bought their new 6-bedroom.
Isn't The Watcher a villain from Welcome to the Game? 1 or 2? Am I wrong? I swear he was. Like, it was either one of the two. Could be based off the same thing. I don't know. I can Google it. I'm not really in. That's just a fictional. That's a fictitious character.
$1.3 million home in Westfield, New Jersey, and began to do some renovations prior to them moving in. While sorting through some of the mail, they found a small white envelope addressed to, quote, the new owner, so they opened it up and began reading. The letter started off with warm greetings, but quickly turned strange. The couple knew the letter was directed to them because it had mentioned the vehicle they drove, the couple's children,
Oh,
as
fuck
well as
that.
the writer's distaste for the renovations that were being done. If this letter wasn't already creepy enough, it was signed off as The Watcher. I cannot explain to you guys how quickly I would have had that house back up for sale if I received this letter.
No,
Over the next few
burnt.
weeks, the family continued to receive more
the
letters
ground.
from The Watcher, and the letters began to include more personal information. The couple was unsure of where to go or if they should continue their move into this new house, to which I would say, absolutely not.
No.
We began to speculate who The Watcher could be.
Yes,
but
I
there
have
was no
kids, but
concrete
people are
evidence
watching
to
us.
this day. We still
Maybe
don't
your
know.
kids will
In
become
our number 8
friends.
spot today, we have Amy Lynn Bradley. On March 21st, 1998, Amy and her family boarded the Rhapsody of the Seas, which was a Royal Caribbean cruise. On March 24th, after a fun night on the ship, Amy was hanging out and having a couple drinks with the ship's band, and one of the members explained that she parted ways with them around 1 a.m. After this, around 5:15 a.m., Amy's father said he saw her sleeping sitting on the cabin balcony. Unfortunately, however, once 6 a.m. rolled around, she wasn't there anymore, and this was the beginning of the mystery. Once it was realized that Amy was missing, extensive searches were launched for full days before they ended up being called off when no signs or traces of Amy had been found.
That's
While this
nuts.
is all super mysterious and nobody really had anything to go on, the plot only thickens with this story. After her disappearance, people began to report seeing Amy. One sighting was by Canadian tourists in 1998 who said that they had seen a woman who resembled Amy and who
Kinda
had
looks like her.
tattoos that matched hers on a beach. A member of the United States Navy said that he saw her in a brothel and said that she told him her name was Amy and she asked for help, saying she wasn't allowed to leave. The most recent alleged sighting comes in 2005 when a woman claimed she saw Amy in a department store in Barbados. She said that Amy entered the restroom with 3 men who then threatened her if she didn't follow through on some sort of a deal. The men left briefly and the witness said the woman turned to her and said her name was Amy and that she was from Virginia and needed help, but the men returned right after to take her away again. This story is devastatingly sad and has so
What fucking blows my mind is that all of these people that say they could have seen Amy could have seen a completely different girl. Completely different person that's saying, hey, my name is Amy, I'm in trouble, I need your help. That could all be going on in the world all at the same moment. And like this guy, I could be missing a lot of plot points just because my brain's doing this ADHD thing. But no, that's where my brain goes. Why does my mic sound like that? Probably sounds fine. But I hear like this weird like rattle. I don't know. Like I'm in a metal cage. Let's keep going.
So many turns, and to this day, no one knows exactly what happened to Amy or if these witness sightings were accurate at all. In our number 7 spot today, we have Lester Eubanks. If you're a fan
Lester
of unsolved mysteries,
Eubanks.
you might be familiar with this story. Lester is a man who was convicted and sentenced to prison in 1966 for taking someone's life. In December of 1973, Lester was part of an honor assignment that gave him the opportunity to be at the mall to do some Christmas shopping. While at the mall, he ended up escaping custody and has been on the run ever since. Through investigations into his family and friends, police were led to a center for troubled youth where he was said to have been working, but Lester was nowhere to be found when they got there. The most recent development in this case came recently in 2019.
I don't know if y'all
Lester's
can hear this.
biological son agreed to give a DNA sample, which could be used to link Lester to recent crimes and maybe give an
My
idea
PC
on
sounds
where
like it's
he
gonna
could be
explode. It's
hiding,
okay though.
But FBI policy says you cannot search using a family member's DNA. It's crazy that someone could be on the run for that long without anyone recognizing or finding them, and it makes me really wonder if anyone in his new life knows about his dark past. In our number 6 spot today, we have Jim
They might
Gray.
not.
Jim Gray was an incredibly
If I was living and having a new life, I escaped from an old life. Let's say in this hypothetical, I escaped from prison. I'm not going to my old family if I am an escapee. That ruins their life because now they're a fugitive as well. They're harboring a fugitive. No, I'm going to go off grid. I'm going to keep running or settle down, look completely different, and never speak a word. 'Cause even if you think you trust someone, not because they're not going out and telling people. They could definitely just be like, yo. Like if someone asks them, hey, blah 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 blah, did you know blah 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 blah, and they're like, yeah, dude. Seriously, it could have just been like some private investigate. Anything can happen. Anything. I wouldn't. No. Let's check out Jim Gray.
important computer scientist who was responsible for many computer advancements that changed things for all of us. Other than being a computer scientist, he was also an experienced and skilled sailor, and one day on January 28th, 2007, he set sail for a short trip so he could head out and spread his mother's ashes as she had recently passed away. As he began his trip, Jim spoke to his wife on the phone and said he would call her once he got back in range. After their phone call, he called his daughter as well and left a little message for her, and then he was off on his trip, but unfortunately unfortunately, he never ended up returning. Jim's wife, Donna, was the one who raised the alarm bells as she was away on a trip, but like I mentioned, Jim said he would call her later, and he never did. This is the point when the huge searches begin. Thousands of images of the area where Jim or his boat
Probably shouldn't
might
eat this
be were
many, but I'm
uploaded to
going
the
for it.
Amazon Mechanical Turk for people to look through and see if they could find any kind of signs, but to no avail. Jim also had an automatic emergency position indicating beacon on his ship, but whatever happened to Jim and the ship clearly didn't meet the requirements, or perhaps it had some sort of malfunction, or maybe it was even turned off. To this day, no one knows what happened to Jim or his boat, as no sign or trace of either has ever been found. The theories of what may have happened are endless and range from Jim intentionally disappearing to him being kidnapped for his computer
Man's
skills
intentionally
and
disappeared.
brain in order to do some kind of inside job, and literally everything in between. There most definitely are theories that are seemingly more likely than others, but at the end of the day, they're all a possibility. In our number 5 spot today, we have Patricia Meehan. This is a story that really gives me the creeps because it's just so strange. On April 20th, 1989, Patricia Bernadette Meehan was in a car accident on Highway 200 near Circle, Montana. Witnesses saw her driving her car on the wrong side of the road, which led to her crashing into an off-duty police dispatcher, Carol Heights. Carol was luckily uninjured in the crash and got out of her vehicle.
Anywhere in the
right away.
US, you
Upon
drive on the
exiting her
right.
vehicle, Carol saw Patricia
How'd you end up on the left?
Walk up to her and just stare at her without saying a word. Patricia then walked away, climbing over a fence, and stood staring at the accident before walking away and then disappearing. Like, I have goosebumps just talking about this right now. I'm not even joking. It's the weirdest thing. A search began
She probably hit her head. Delirious or in shock, fled the scene. And that person was like so in shock, explained as if it was a ghost story. So in shock, you have loose ends, and you're not really gonna get much out of that person unless you. Wouldn't you have to like use some like some psych doctor? One of those, I forgot what it's called. I've been told that I can try it. I don't know. It feels like hypnosis. It just feels like hypnosis. It looks like hypnosis. I don't know. I haven't done it. Just to me, it feels like hypnosis. They put this ball or a light in front of you, tracks your eyes, the movement of your eyes or something, helps you remember things. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist. Don't quote me on it. Use that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Immediately, but turned up little results. There have been thousands of reported sightings of Patricia that have potentially given police leads to her whereabouts, but she still has never been found. In our number 4 spot today, we have Lauren Spirer. On June 3rd, 2011, in Bloomington, Indiana, 20-year-old university student Lauren disappeared after a night out with friends. Lauren was from Greenburgh, New York, but had been attending Indiana University. A few hours after being seen leaving her apartment, her boyfriend texted her, only to receive a response several hours later from an employee of a bar who had found her phone. Not much is known about Lauren's disappearance, but it said she left her apartment at around 12:30 a.m., stopped at the bar where her phone was found, and was last seen around 4:30 a.m. leaving a friend's off-campus apartment. Over the course of the years, Lauren's family has tried following every lead they have to find out what happened to her,
I don't blame them.
to find the answers that they deserve. In our number 3 spot today, we have George Smith. George Allen Smith and his wife Jennifer Smith had just married and were aboard the MS Brilliance of the Seas, which is a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, as they were doing a Mediterranean cruise for their honeymoon. On July 5th, 2005, the ship was somewhere just off of the coast of Turkey when it was discovered that George had disappeared. The night he was last seen, he was intoxicated from both alcohol as well as prescription drugs, and there was blood evidence found in his cabin as well as on the side of the ship. There were 2 main theories in regards to his disappearance. The first being that his intoxication led to him falling overboard the ship, and the other was that perhaps a robbery had gone bad and foul play had been involved. This case was investigated for over a decade, with even the FBI and their mafia division getting involved at one point. But despite this, neither George, his body, or what really happened to him has ever been found. There have been many assumptions made over the years, but 16 years later, it is still a mystery. history. In our number 2 spot today, we have the cattle crimes. Okay, so for this one, there were some documents that became declassified, and this is when they revealed this really grim FBI investigation that took place in the mid-1970s at the request of U.S. Senators Floyd Haskell of Colorado and Carl Curtis of Nebraska. I guess there was some weird sort of connection between these horrific things being done to cattle across as many as 21 states. In a letter from 1975, Senator Haskell was able to identify 130 of these strange, macabre cases in Colorado alone. All of the cases were eerily similar, which is really unsettling considering the details. In most of these cases, the cattle would have their left ear, left eye, rectum, and reproductive organs all missing. All of the blood was drained from the carcasses, but there was no blood on the ground around them, nor were there any footprints. How absolutely horrifying is that?
Chupacabra. That final answer. Chupacabra.
People chose to believe that the cause for these was mysterious helicopters and UFOs, but there's a letter from Senator Curtis to the FBI director that says, quote, "The series of incidents stretching from Oklahoma to Nebraska in which cattle have been dismembered in some kind of strange witchcraft cult." I'm not gonna lie, I don't think UFOs or witches did it.
Dismembered witchcraft cult. Animals. Boys, we found it. It's the Chupacabra. Obviously, there's multiple. There's probably some in Mexico. It's a species. It's not just like one spawn. The Chupacabra. Not aliens. I do believe in aliens, but no. Not cows.
It wasn't until 1979 that the FBI was granted jurisdiction to begin investigating these weird happenings, and when they did, they determined that most of the instances were a result of, quote, normal predator and scavenger activity. And while that answer sounds a little fishy at best, the documents went forward to reveal that not all of the instances could be accounted for. Also, the idea of it being a completely normal scenario also contradicts reports that say that the techniques used in these horrible instances were very professional and sometimes even referred to as being conducted with surgical precision. I'm sorry, but
maybe not the Chupacabra. I don't know if y'all can I even spell Chupacabra? Chup pa cabra. Is that right? Hey, look, I spelt it out. Chupacabra. I'm not as dumb as I sound. I sounded like I was gonna spell that wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Let's say Chupacabra. I can't show that. I don't know. I was gonna show you guys what most people think chupacabras can do. It basically just looks like a bear tore through shit.
A wolf or a coyote or a bear or whatever predator you want to say did this, ripping apart its meal isn't exactly a surgically precise operation. No arrests were ever made, and while it was deemed solved, a ton of mystery still surrounds these stories to this day.
I got it. Nope. Precision. Precision, you said. Cuts. Found him. It was him. It was Johnny all along. He did it. Precision cuts. Dismembered people. Johnny. It was all Johnny.
One spot today, we have the Yuba County
that's a lie.
On February 24th,
It was a joke.
5 men from Yuba City, California, attended a basketball game at California State University. All 5 men went missing after this night, and several days later, the group's car was found abandoned in a remote area of the Plumas National Forest that was way, way, way out of the way from where they would have been. There was no reason for the car to have been abandoned because it was in totally fine working condition when it was found. In June of 1978, 4 of the men were found passed away near a trailer camp that was deep in the forest, but the 5th man has still never been found. There's a lot of strange information about this case, such as how one of them starved to death even though he was surrounded by food. There's truly too much to cover about this story that I unfortunately don't have time for, so if you're interested, I would highly recommend looking up this case, as it truly is
You can die from overeating, right? Can you die from overeating? Kaboom? Yes, but very rarely. You probably know that an empty stomach is only about the size of a fist, but expands as it is filled with food. Alright, Cora, how much do you know? It was the aliens. Alright, I can't get there, so whatever.
unexplainable and just totally terrifying. There's a really great recent My Favorite Murder episode where Karen really dives into this story if you want to hear more. Alright guys,
Fuck
that's
you,
been our
Karen.
list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so that was actually kind of cool. Go subscribe to them if you're not already. I'm gonna watch more of these videos in the future, but I love you. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And if you want more videos like this, just let me know. Really helps. Yeah. Hope you have a good day. Good night. Love you. Bye-bye. Alright. I'm not watching a 53-minute video on Ice Age footprints. You got me fucked up. I am not watching a 53-minute video on Ice Age footprints. I'm sorry, PBS, but I'm going to have to politely pass to get back to my top 10 videos. Love you.
Unfortunately, there are some things that are destined to stay a mystery, and that is what this video is about.
I can't even get any of these. I've already eaten too many. So why the rest are empty? It's better than me hitting my vape that much, so. Let's watch the top 10 most expensive houses in the world. Alright, so these are the top 10 most expensive houses in the world. Let's check them out. That was terrible. Chat's not even open. It's fine. But alright, so these. Nope. Alright, so these are the top 10 most expensive houses in the world. Let's check them out. That one was better. If it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day, if it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day. Whatever it is. Where the sun don't shine. I don't know the lyrics, but it sounds so good. Cause if it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day, if it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day, where the sun don't shine. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. If it was my last day on earth, if it was my last day. Why can't I figure out how to fix this? I will get it done, but it doesn't want to work. Let's go. Got it.
There is certainly no place like home. Whether it's
Yep,
in a
that's
big
true.
ranch in the countryside or a small, comfy space in the center of the city,
Yes.
home is a place where we always want to go back to. It's
Always.
where we rest at the end of a day full of work, and a space to find comfort after long travels around the world.
Exactly.
For some people, the idea of home is beyond just having a place to rest and eat. For them, home can
Also
be anything
true.
from a twin-towered building in the center of infinite gardens to a living room with 360-degree views of the closest ocean. Today,
Fair.
we'll be looking at 10 of the most incredible and expensive homes on Earth. Keep in mind that our picks are not only expensive, but they are very unique in their own ways. They feature spaces that you never thought could exist inside someone's home. Make sure you watch them all. Perhaps
That's
you get
what we're
ideas
looking
your
for.
own dream home.
Something extravagant,
Number one will
something
definitely change
crazy.
the way you think of home so far, though. Number 10.
What do you got for me?
Chateau Artisan.
Chateau
Who doesn't want to live
Artisan.
surrounded by water? Back in the day, people would dig ditches
Come
around
on.
their home.
You're lying.
Who doesn't
That's a Call of Duty map. Don't lie to me.
want to live surrounded by water? Back in the day, people would dig ditches around their homes and fill them with water to protect them from invaders. Today, surrounding your home with water is more of a luxury rather than a protection technique. That is the case of Chateau Artisan, a French-style house surrounded by water that looks like something out of a fairy tale.
No, no.
On one-
That's a Call of Duty map. Right? Don't fuck with me right now. That's a Call of Duty map. That's Call of Duty. Don't fuck with me. This is on Call of Duty. One side team, the other side team. You fight here. This is in Call of Duty. Alp Chateau.
First platoon, listen up.
No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. This is wrong. We're gonna forget that I did that. This is like Black Ops
One
3
end
or
of the
something.
property, you can find the staircase entrance right after you walk through the courtyard, which will definitely make
BO3 mansion. I'm about to give up because I feel like an idiot. Okay, if one of you guys know what I'm talking about here, I swear this isn't Call of Duty. Like these cars are even in the same spot. I feel. Please ease my mind. I'm hurting. I've been trying. Let's keep going.
you feel like you've traveled back to medieval times, or to the set of Legend of Zelda, or Skyrim. Either or.
Call of Duty.
On the opposite end, there is an
Yeah, I
amazing
know, it's
square pool with a fountain
beautiful.
in the middle. At this property, you can also find a terrace jacuzzi, a koi pond, and of course, swans that get to enjoy the benefit of
That's
having
insane.
this man-made lake.
Okay, look. This is extravagant. A lot of people think people shouldn't be living like this, like a prince, like a king, like like a deity. But if I ever had the chance, I would. Like, this is just peace and serenity. Peace and serenity everywhere you look or go. Yeah, it can get stormy on days, and yeah, it wouldn't look pretty every single day. But let's get real. They have koi ponds. It's surrounded by water. I don't think anyone's gonna try to rob you. 'Cause, like, you go in this house, you have security detail. It's probably on the entrance. They're not coming from boat. And if they're stealing from you, they're not gonna try to wade through water. My anxiety loves this house. Loves it.
A koi pond, and of course, swans that get to enjoy the benefit of having this man-made lake. The 3-story house, which is at the center of the property, has 8 bedrooms and 8
3
bathrooms.
stories.
The building is not as big as other buildings on our list, but the outdoor space definitely makes up for it. Number 9.
Yeah, it does. It's beautiful.
Celine Dion's Water Park Mansion.
No.
You've heard her music, you might have seen her perform, you might have bought all of her CDs, but did you ever get to see what Celine Dion's house looks like? Down in Jupiter Island, Florida, one of the most expensive places in the USA, Celine Dion built a mansion, a space to go back to after all those weeks of touring around the world. With Bahamian vibes at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, this mansion has 13 bedrooms and 14 bathrooms, surrounded by
That's
wide open
nuts.
spaces and amazing views. What makes
looks
her place
terrible.
so unique is the
Tacky.
water-sized pool that sits at the front of her palace looking home. It even
I
has a
hate
water
it.
slide.
I mean,
Back
that's
in
cool.
2017, Celine finally put her home in the market with a $72 million
That doesn't
price
look
tag.
that bad,
But
okay.
she ended up selling it for
But
only
it's too
$27
white.
million. I suppose the real question is,
like
do
that
you
ball
think it's
chair.
worth that much? Number 8. The San Francisco Eco-Friendly Mansion.
Eco-friendly.
Now that people are constantly looking for ways to make a positive impact on their environment, it makes sense that a house on our list is not
Those walls
only
are cool.
expensive, but also eco-friendly. We're talking about this $40 million house in San Francisco's billionaire.
Hey. They didn't say it was friendly for your wallet. They said it was friendly for the trees. But in its own way, we're killing more because you gotta spend more. But, like, you know, no one uses cash like that. But you know what I mean. It doesn't actually. But it just really, eco-friendly is not for people on a budget. Eco-friendly is not for people on a budget.
Arrow. About 40% of its energy comes from the sun, and it has a rainwater collection system that can hold more than 5,000 gallons of water. Can you just imagine that? This house pretty
No.
much works in harmony with nature. With
That's
7
actually
bedrooms
kinda
and 12
cool.
bathrooms, this house had to go through a long process to get where it is. The end result is rewarding after all that time, however. This house is fully automated. Lights, music, temperature, doors, everything can be controlled from a personal device such as a smartphone or a computer.
That's pretty
Even the
tight.
light bulbs will adjust automatically if you were to move the artwork or furniture underneath them. Whether it's day or night,
How
the
does that
non-reflective
work?
glass windows offer incredible views of San Francisco and its most popular landmarks such as the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. What better way to spend $40 million than using it towards a house as green as this one? Number 7.
Nice.
924 Bel Air Mansion.
924.
If you grew up in the
Bel Air.
90s, you might remember Bel Air from the show that made Will Smith famous. You're too young for that? Well, here's what you need to know.
I am, but I watched
Bel
it.
Air is where rich people live. It's one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Los Angeles. And today, one of the properties on this neighborhood made it to our list. We're talking about the mansion on 924 Bel Air, nicknamed Billionaire. This place stands out among others because of all the entertainment you can find in it. A 4-lane bowling lounge, a 4K movie theater for 40 people, a large infinity pool with an outdoor pop-up theater, an auto gallery, and around 100 curated art installations. The amenities are simply insane. It's like somebody came in and brought LA to their house.
Yeah.
The house is fully stocked with
You don't say.
champagne and wine cellars and a massive candy wall.
Oh,
Through its windows, you
hell
can get a
yeah,
glimpse of
candy
the LA
wall.
skyline. Wouldn't you like to live here? Well, when the house hit the market, it was listed at a US $250 million, which at the time made it the most expensive home in America.
You said how much?
However, after multiple price cuts, the property was finally sold at only $94 million in October of 2019.
That's a steal.
Number 6.
You're gonna me now.
Via Les
I'll sign the
Cedres.
papers.
Next on our list is a mansion down on the
I'm
coast
not.
of Saint Jean Cap Ferrat
I
in the
don't have
south
that
of France. We've actually talked about this home before on a previous list. Why not check that out as well? This place is the perfect combination of luxury and history. The mansion has existed since
It's beautiful.
1830. And since 1850, when it
Ah,
was
I
first bought,
lost
Via
it.
Les Cedres has been home to
My
many
sister would
residents,
love this shit,
including
not
King
me.
Leopold II from Belgium. Before becoming a proper residence, the property was an olive tree farm, which explains the many 300-year-old olive trees. How many olive trees again? Well, they surround the entire house. There are lots of palm trees and cedar trees as well. After all, cedres is the word for cedar in French, and I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. Either way, it's expected to find that kind of tree around. The interior of the house preserves a lot of the history from its previous occupants. There's a massive library with a book dating back to the 1600s, which is worth several thousand euros. The house was put on the market back in 2017, and a mystery buyer finally agreed to pay 200 million euros in August of 2019.
Shoo!
Number 5. Eden
200
Tower
million.
Sky Penthouse. Now, we know a penthouse is pretty much the expensive version of an apartment, but can a penthouse be expensive and interesting enough to make it to this list? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, at $357 million, Monaco's Eden Tower Sky Penthouse promises to be the most expensive penthouse ever. With majestic views of the Mediterranean Sea and endless views of Monaco, this place will make you forget you are inside a 5-story penthouse in one of the largest buildings on the Mediterranean coast.
Sounds
To
pretty
release some
tight.
stress, just walk out or slide down to this house's circular infinity pool that's connected to the main building through a water slide. If you thought homes inside a vertical building would make things more compact and simple, you might want to think again. Number 4. Antilia in Mumbai, the most expensive in the world. This is Antilia, and it's considered the most expensive house in the world. It took $1 billion to build it, but some people say its
Goddamn.
current value is closer to $2 billion. What can be so special about this odd-looking building? Well,
Looks like an
down in
apartment
the southern
complex.
part of Mumbai, Antilia is the home to Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in Asia and one of the richest men in all over the world. This building is only 27 stories high.
That's
but
honestly
don't let those
pretty.
numbers fool you. The ceilings on some floors are so double the regular height, which makes Antilia as high as a 60-story building. At this home, you can find helipads, a parking space for up to 168 cars, a theater that can comfortably host 50 people, terrace gardens, a spa, and even a temple. Now you get why this building is so expensive. Number 3.
Yeah.
Bill Gates' house.
Of
This
course,
list
this
wouldn't be complete
motherfucker.
without Bill Gates on it. You can only expect someone as wealthy as him to be the owner of the most extravagant homes on Earth. This house has more bathrooms than bedrooms. It also
Oh,
took 7 years,
damn.
$63 million in the hands of 300 construction workers to complete this home. Bill named his house Xanadu 2.0 based on the movie Citizen Kane. Xanadu 2.0 interacts with its surroundings to regulate its temperature efficiently. While most people prefer to display works of art on their walls, the walls of this place are filled with computer screens displaying different paintings and photography. These screens can display your favorite artwork with just a touch of a button.
That's cool.
Xanadu 2.0
Sounds like something
also
he'd
has a
do.
pool with its own music system, a trampoline room, an Art Deco style movie theater, and a reception hall where Bill can host a dinner party for around 200 guests. The food can come from one of the 6 kitchens spread throughout different corners of the house, making it ready to host events at any given moment. And I'd actually like to get an invite from Bill to check this out. I hear he
That's
gives
what I'm
out
saying.
Xboxes as party favors. Now it's
And
time
he
for
probably
today's
doesn't.
best pick.
That's no.
I really like this
wouldn't
kind of pool
believe
with
that.
glass walls. These pools are very modern and inviting. When I came across this image, I started to wonder what it would be like to live in a place where I can swim surrounded by the sounds of nature. And then I found a house that really inspired me. Number 2. The Fish House in Singapore.
Ooh.
Nothing compares with the heat in Southeast Asia, and
Fish
there is no
house.
better way to enjoy it than having a house with an ocean front in the lush landscape of Singapore. Such is the case of the Fish House, a tropical bungalow that was built in 2009 with the goal of creating a living space in close relationship with nature. This was easily accomplished by
This looks
putting
cool.
the pool right in the middle of the jungle-like garden
I
and
already
an
like
endless
it.
ocean view. The view is in fact present at the different naturally
Compact.
ventilated spaces of the house. The place is
That's-
compact yet full of exotic
I would-
features.
That pool.
Like garden.
Go
and
back.
An endless ocean view. The view is in fact present at the different naturally ventilated
Right there, I'm meditating like Aang the Avatar.
spaces of the house. The place is compact yet full of exotic features. There's a media room at the basement level with an acrylic window that constantly reminds us of the house's connection
That's
to
low-key
nature.
tight.
The window allows natural light into the room as well as views out into the pool. The house has
Mr.
plenty of
Sleep.
green spaces for lounging and enough
Shit's
photovoltaic
broken.
panels to bring enough energy to power up the whole house. I hear some people have a hard time living in nature for too long, but I'm sure they would change their mind if they lived here.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
Number 1. Brunei's Palace. On the northern part of the island of Borneo, there is a small nation called Brunei. This little country is home to the largest private residence in the world,
That's
the
cool.
Istana Nurul Iman. This literally translates into the Palace of the Light of Faith. The construction of this massive palace was completed in 1984 at a decent cost of 1.4 billion. If you're wondering how large is the largest place
It's
in
like
the
the
world,
house the
looking
guy
at
in
some numbers
Hitman
might give you an
would
idea.
like kill. Like
The
what?
place has 1,788 rooms, including 257 bathrooms. It also has 5 swimming pools, 44 stairwells, and 18 elevators. You thought Bill Gates' dining hall was big? Well, it doesn't compare to the Brunei's palace. It has a capacity of up to 5,000 people. It also has a mosque that can easily fit 1,500
That's too
people,
much.
which is not surprising given the fact
Guys,
that
I'm
Brunei
falling
is
asleep
considered a
too.
predominantly Muslim nation.
I'll probably go
The property has
hell
110
right when
different
this
garages
ends.
where the Sultan keeps his 7,000 cars, including his Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, and many other vehicles that he owns. Some of them are
Excuse me? I know I'm falling asleep right now, but I know I'm not that tired. This man does not have a garage that looks like the Hot Wheels collection I had as a kid. It does not look like he just opened a plastic bin and said, "What toy you want?" I refuse to believe that. No way. How many cars did they say?
The property has 110 different garages where the Sultan keeps his 7,000 cars, including his Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, and many other vehicles that he owns.
7,000?
Some of them are custom made even. If that wasn't enough, there is also an air conditioning
I don't care that some of them custom made. He has 7,000. Most of us can't even afford one. What? Alrighty, guys, that broke my brain. So, if it broke your brain as much as it broke mine, smack that like button. And hopefully he'll give away some of those cars to us people. Because he does not deserve or need 7,000. What? Alright. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys really soon. Alright. Love you. Bye.